Ethereum is the second most important cryptocurrency in the world. But what makes it so special? Why is the entire internet talking about smart contracts and decentralization? How do they work? And how do they collectively change the approach to finance, management, and even art? Hello everyone! Welcome to the second lesson in our academy. In the last lesson, we laid the foundation with Bitcoin and blockchain. Today, we will delve into what truly distinguishes the world of cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is the key to a new internet where data belongs to you, not corporations. It is a platform where DeFi, NFTs, and much more develop. But what's even cooler is the ability to automate everything through smart contracts. Ready to learn how Ethereum and smart contracts work together to create a new world of opportunities? Then, let's go! Perhaps it's worth starting with the difference between the two most expensive cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, it is like digital gold. Its purpose is to store value and serve as a means of saving. Ethereum is more of an action. It activates the network, allowing the creation of entire ecosystems of decentralized applications from finance to games. So, Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency, it is the foundation of a vast ecosystem. If we compare it to our body, then Ethereum is our blood, which activates all the functions of the organism. And all this is possible thanks to smart contracts. Now let's understand what makes Ethereum truly unique. It is smart contracts. What is it? A smart contract is a program that executes automatically when predefined conditions are met. Imagine a regular contract. You need to sign a bunch of documents, trust the other party, and then monitor the fulfillment of the conditions. Now imagine that this is done not by a person, but by code. Everything is transparent, no deception. You trust, not people, but a program. And as soon as the conditions are met, the smart contract automatically triggers the necessary actions. It's like if you bought a car and it automatically transferred to your name after you paid for it, without signatures, without visits to offices. Everything is automatic and instant. This is the power of smart contracts. They make possible a world where all processes from purchasing to renting can be automated and transparent. All you need to do is trust the execution of the conditions to the code. So, Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency, but also a platform for applications and for automating contracts without the involvement of third parties. But how did this happen? Who came up with such an idea? Let's go back to 2013. At that time, a young programmer, Vitalik Buterin, inspired by the potential of Bitcoin, began to wonder why blockchain was limited to just transfers. Why not create a network where you can build your programs, applications, or even entire ecosystems on the blockchain? Thus, in 2014, Vitalik and his team launched a crowdfunding campaign, and the world saw one of the most successful fundraising companies at that time. In a short period, the project raised about $18 million. This became possible because the idea of an open, decentralized internet, where users control data and interact directly, inspired people around the world. Vitalik wanted to give people freedom. Create, launch applications, interact with each other directly without intermediaries. Ethereum for Developers provided the opportunity to build a future where power is not with corporations, but with users. Finally, in 2015, the platform was launched. Since then, Ethereum has introduced the world to smart contracts and decentralized applications. It was not just a blockchain for transfers. It was a network where anyone could develop and launch their programs, governed by code rather than people. Essentially, this is how Ethereum was born. A platform that changed the approach to blockchain and opened up a whole world of new possibilities for us. But for all of this to work, we need gas. What is gas in the world of Ethereum? Essentially, it is the fee for executing all actions on this network. Imagine gas as the fuel for all transactions in Ethereum. The more complex the operation, the more gas is required. For example, simply sending Ether to another user is an easy operation.
Launching a smart contract or interacting with a more complex application will require significantly more gas.
You might wonder, what is the difference from the fee? They are not the same. And you would be right. Gas is fuel, a conditional unit of the Ethereum network, which has a different price at different times, while the fee is the final cost,
calculated by simply multiplying the amount of gas for the operation by its current price. When the network is congested and many users want to make transactions, the price of gas rises. Users themselves choose how much they are willing to pay per unit of gas to have their transaction processed faster. The higher the price, the greater the chance that the transaction will be executed with priority. Thus, gas is a vital element of Ethereum's operation. Without it, nothing will move. It allows the system to function and ensures the security of all transactions. Remember, when you interact with Ethereum, always keep an eye on the gas level. Now let's dive into the details of how smart contracts work. Think of it as creating a program with clear rules. If condition X is met, then action Y will be executed. This is the essence of smart contracts. Imagine you want to rent an apartment. You sign a smart contract that clearly outlines the terms. If the rent is paid, then the doors automatically open and access is granted. How does it work? Everything happens on the blockchain, a reliable and transparent system where all actions are recorded and can be verified. The smart contract checks itself if the money has been received. Once that happens, it automatically fulfills its conditions. You are no longer dependent on third parties. There is no need to wait for someone to hand you the keys and verify the payment. Everything is automated. It's like having your personal assistant who always performs their duties accurately and flawlessly. To better understand, let's provide a few examples of smart contract usage. Let's start with real estate. Smart contracts can automate real estate transactions. Imagine you are buying a house. As soon as all conditions, such as obtaining a loan and signing documents, are met, the smart contract automatically transfers the money to the seller, changes the property registration, and the house is transferred to you. Another example is an initial coin offering, ICO. In this case, smart contracts manage the distribution of tokens. Investors send money, and the smart contract automatically distributes tokens according to the terms without the need for intermediaries. Finance, of course, is one of the areas, especially the field of decentralized finance, DeFi. They allow people to earn interest on their savings, borrow money, or exchange currencies without banks. Just deposit your funds into the protocol, and the smart contract will take care of calculating the interest. What other examples are there? Let's say gaming, where they can manage in-game assets, in-game currency, and so on. In logistics, they provide automation of the supply chain. It is important to note that smart contracts are the foundation of our Alton ecosystem. The entire functionality of the system is built on smart contracts, which allows us to provide a high degree of security and transparency for our users. Now let's dive into the world of decentralized applications. dApps. What are they? dApps are programs that run on the blockchain and use smart contracts for automation. They are game changers, making technology more accessible and secure. Unlike traditional applications that rely on centralized servers and can be subject to failures or attacks, after which the server goes down and services become unavailable, dApps are decentralized and operate on a network of nodes. This means that there is no single controlling entity and all data is stored on the blockchain, ensuring transparency and security. After all, if one of the servers is under attack, and even if it lies down to deploy the application, most servers will have to be laid down, the likelihood of which is extremely low. One of the prominent examples of dApps is Uniswap, a decentralized exchange where you can exchange cryptocurrencies directly with other users. There are no intermediaries here, and you control your funds yourself. This saves time and reduces risks. And another interesting example is Ava. It is a decentralized lending platform, which allows users to take out loans without banks. You simply deposit your cryptocurrencies into a smart contract, and based on that, you can obtain a loan without going through complex checks. And of course, let's not forget about OpenSea, the largest marketplace for NFTs. Here, users can create, buy, and sell unique digital assets. All of this is also managed by smart contracts, which ensure transparency and reliability of transactions. We at Alton are implementing all the aforementioned dApp protocols to make our ecosystem as convenient and secure as possible for users. dApps open new horizons for businesses and users, allowing them to interact with each other without intermediaries and unnecessary risks. This is exactly what the Alton ecosystem strives for, providing tools to operate on a decentralized basis only on the TON network.
But what does this mean for the future? How are Ethereum and smart contracts related to Web3? Web3 is a decentralized internet where everything is controlled not by companies, but by the users themselves. This is a revolution in how we perceive the internet. Web3 allows each of us to become not just a user, but a participant who can influence how the network operates. The foundation of this new internet is Ethereum-based smart contracts. They act as automated agreements, allowing users to create their own applications, manage assets, and interact without the need for intermediaries. Web3 is not just changing the way we use the internet. It creates new opportunities for businesses, startups, and users around the world. With Ethereum as the foundation of this system, we have a powerful tool for creating a decentralized future where everyone can be the author of their digital destiny. We will tell you more about Web3 in the next lesson of the Academy. Today we took an important step in the world of blockchain, Ethereum, and Web3. We learned how the Ethereum network works, why smart contracts are needed, and what decentralized applications are. And most importantly, we saw that the possibilities of this technology extend far beyond cryptocurrency. But this is just the beginning. In the upcoming lessons, we will dive even deeper into the world of Web3, learning how it helps users to control their own data, create new decentralized applications, and make the internet more free. Everything gradually, step by step. Thank you for taking this first step with us. Subscribe to the Academy, take tests in the app, ask questions, and share your thoughts in the comments. There is still much more interesting content ahead. This was Ruslan. See you in the next lesson.